By the way, this cup has been in my family since 1860.
Wow.
Hello.
Use that?
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I had a.
There's a date here in the back. Let's see. Can you see it?
Sort of. It's beautiful. The cup is gorgeous.
He must have
Beautiful.
As you get
That's
older,
amazing.
A very beautiful set there.
That's gorgeous. All right, it's time to mute. Let's all mute.
It's you, Jeff. Sorry.
Let's all do the mute.
Everyone do the mute. Chezi, I love that cup.
what happened in 1860, by the way? Any history? What happened in the Who was the president?
I was 2 years old.
Oh. 1860. And I was 3. I was 3.
That makes me -1. Okay, everyone, let's mute and we will start.
Oh, what are you doing?
Muting.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's good to have everyone here. Seems like we just saw each other yesterday. We practically did. And welcome to another holiday. This is the holiday marathon, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and of course, Sukkot. And Sukkot is a holiday of joy. It really is. I mean, I know I keep saying everything is a holiday of joy. And Sukkot is actually one of the most happy, besides, maybe besides Purim, which is not really a holiday, it's a festival. But Sukkot is a serious holiday, and it's happy and it's joyous, and we'll talk about that. And so let's take a deep breath and just let it all out. What a week it's been. Since Yom Kippur to now, it seems like a year has gone by. So much going on. And so we kind of let it go, and we let ourselves be in the moment of Shabbat. And if you'd like to put it on speaker view now so we can see Elizabeth lighting the candles for us. And then you'll be able to see the service better as well. And there might be a little special surprise a little later on. Oh, Elizabeth, you need to unmute. You're still muted.
Sorry. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlichne shel Shabbat ve'yom tov.
Amen.
Amen.
And as we begin our service, we say Asher Chayanu because it's Shabbat and it's also Sukkot. And we are so grateful. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, for keeping us alive, for sustaining us, and for helping us to reach the season. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. One more time. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Thank you for bringing us to this time. We don't take it for granted. And we appreciate every single moment. Let's join in Yedid Nefesh. Yedid Nefesh משוך עבדך אל רצונך ירוץ עבדך כמו היער ישתחווה אל מול הדרך ירב לו ידידותך מנוף צוף וכל טעם. לכו נרננה. We ask Israel to unmute. לאדוני נריע לצור אישנו נקדמה פניו לתודה זמירות נריע לו.
שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום ישועתו. היי ליי 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 ליי
Sing a new song to Adonai, renew yourself, all people on earth. And that's what Sukkot, that's the theme of Sukkot, is renewal, joy, and thanksgiving. And if you look it up, you will see that Thanksgiving and Sukkot actually have a couple of things in common. We're going to ask Barry to unmute and read, and everybody else can unmute with him, and we're going to read responsively. Barry will read the bold, and everybody else will read italics.
Okay. What joy to sense seasons turn, the colors change, flowers bloom, the trees hum, the music of birds, the caress of the winds, the story of the cloud, the beauty of your world makes my own spirit dance as I watch the passing. I know that you are eternal, the center of life, the creator of all things, and I know that there is beauty beyond my imagining.
And that all of us,
All of us, your children, your pictures, your paintings, live to honor you and sing your praise with every breath.
God saw all that had been made, and behold, it was very good.
Amen.
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 And as we turn to Lecha Dodi, we welcome in the Shabbat Queen, the Shekhinah, the feminine eminence of God, and we sing with joy. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד ישמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. היידה די די לך דודי, היידה די די לקראת קהלה, היידה די די פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. היידה די די לך דודי, היידה די די לקראת קהלה, היידה די די פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תריצי. על יד איש בן פרתי, ונשמחה ונגילה. היידה די די לך דודי, היידה די די לקראת קהלה, היידה די די פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Let us go forth and greet the bride. Let us welcome the face of Shabbat. And if you'd like to unmute, these are the moments when we hear the call of our higher selves, the call that links to the divine. Then we know how blessed we are with life and love. Let's join. Baruch hu Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Amen. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר ברוך אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב הרבי. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננת בבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. אמן. And as we enter Mi Kamocha, who is like you in all of the gods Adonai? Gods. I've been speaking with people in England too much, and I think I'm getting the accent back somehow. Mi Kamocha Bailim. Who is like you in all of the gods, O Adonai? You are. No one is as majestic, and no one is as awesome. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף למלכותך, ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה זליאנו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף מי כמוך הקודש. And this is Sukkot, and Sukkot is all about a Sukkat Shalom, a canopy of peace. I'll talk about it a little bit in a second. And so it's very fitting to sing, to join in, and we haven't done it in a long time, but New Year, new old things, but new things. Funny to say old things, because it seems like we just started this. And so let's join in with Ufros Aleinu. פרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, פרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל ירושלים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, שלומך פרוס עלינו. Spread over us. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Baruch atah Adonai הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל ירושלים. Spread over us a shelter of peace. Now more than ever, we need that shelter of peace, spiritually, physically. We just need it all around us. And that's what we ask, and that's what Sukkot is all about. Let's sing a little bit about Shabbat. The people of Israel kept Shabbat and to keep it holy, and they remembered it, and we still do to this day. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. As we say, Amen ve'amen. And we love keeping the Shabbat. It gives us a sense of peace, a sense of hope, and it reminds us, and a sense of community, and reminds us that we are here, we're together, and everything is okay as long as we have each other. A little bit of a Devar Torah. So this is Shabbat Sukkot, and the Torah tells us that Sukkot, we should dwell in the Sukkah for 7 days to remind us of our ancestors who came out of Egypt and sat in the Sukkah for 7 days. And there are all kinds of explanations, very scholarly explanations, which are very nice. And of course, today I have to just touch on the more mystical explanation and the metaphoric, because I really do believe that when we connect our physical selves with our spirituality, that allows us to have a better reality and a better perspective. And so, what does this mean? What is this Sukkah? Well, if you were there on Yom Kippur, we talked about how, from a Kabbalistic point of view, the Zohar tells us that there's a special light on Yom Kippur that's available to us to just grab the Binah, to grab it. And this light is filled with good deeds and anything we can ask for. And if we fill ourselves with this light, then we can then spread it to the world and make the world a better place. And in Sukkot, it just continues. It doesn't finish with Yom Kippur. This is a whole season of holidays, and they all connect. And on Sukkot, when we go into the Sukkah, and I don't know if you can see, if you're on speaker view, you can see that I'm in my Sukkah, my little Sukkah, spiritually built, of course, and right after Yom Kippur. And when we go into our Sukkah, we experience an energy, the Zohar tells us, that we haven't experienced before. And we can experience it every year around Sukkot. And the more we sit in the Sukkah, and some of us can do it physically, some of us can't, but you can build yourself a spiritual Sukkah. And the more we sit in our Sukkah, the more we receive this light. And what does this light do? This light allows us to disassociate our ego from ourselves, the part of ourselves that says, oh, I'm hungry, I need to eat. Oh, what about me? What am I doing? Where am I going? What's happening here? What's going on? You know, all that kind of stuff. And it allows us to kind of connect our other side. There's left and there's right. And the right side that says, oh, what did someone else? Did they eat? Are they okay? Can I see if they need anything? Oh, what about my community? What about the people all around me? And so we disconnect from that ego. We connect those right and left sides of us. On Sukkot, we have an opportunity to do that, to connect ourselves, to become one, so that we have a healthy ego. What does that mean? That we still, of course, we have to have on this earth some sense of ourselves and a good sense of ourselves. And we also have to have a sense of others. And on Sukkot, we especially think about others, because we have this mitzvah where we have to invite achnasat orchim, invite people to our sukkah. And we have the Sukkat Shalom. When people enter into our Sukkah, they enter into a space of peace. And so during Sukkot, we receive another kind of light. It's all connected, but it's another side of the light that allows us to really let go of our selfishness and of ourselves and really look into the community a little more. And when we do that, this light shines on us throughout the year. It really is there all year round. It really comes during Sukkot, and then it just kind of emanates. If you sit in the Sukkah a lot, the Zohar tells us, it will emanate all over the world, and you will truly be able to receive that and to feel the love. Because but sounds like, everything I said just didn't matter. And also, make sure that your sukkah is a Sukkat Shalom. Now, we've had to do a lot of Zoom things and online and here in the services, but even in our lives. And I think we're discovering that it's possible to extend that, even though we are, communicating through this kind of medium, we can still feel a lot of the feelings and we can still connect to each other. And as human beings, we really need to connect. We really need to feel that. So during Sukkot, we open ourselves up and we really, really connect. We allow this light to pour in, to bathe us in joy, in happiness, the most happy you can be. even when sadness is going around, sometimes just stopping your car and dancing in the street, which, not right now maybe, but if there's no one there with a mask, sometimes just dancing in your living room because you want to is very healthy. And there are people that do that every day. They just get up and they just dance a little bit, and it's good. It feels silly, but it's just you. Who cares? Just do it, and you'll feel very, very good. And so let's go back to our Siddur. And if you'd like to unmute, and if we have anyone that we want to say Misha Berachs.
Caroline.
Do it on.
Don Olson and anyone sick with COVID virus.
Anyone else? Someone's calling to tell us, to give us a name as well. And we also mentioned our leaders. And we have in the United States Donald Trump, even though, we mention him as a leader of our country, and everyone else who's really affected by COVID and also other things that are going on. Often we forget that there are other things going on as well, and other people are sick with different things. And so we want to wish all of those people, we want to say a big Misha Berach.
Well, since it's the Misha Berach.
Misha Berach, our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Misha Berach, our mothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel. May the one bless those who are sick with complete good health, the renewal of spirit, the renewal of body. Let us say Amen. Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham, Yitzchak veYaakov. Misha Berach Imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Leah ורחל, ויברך את כל החולים עם רפואה שלמה, רפואת הנפש, רפואת הגוף, ונאמר amen. And if you'd like to unmute and join us in the Amidah, standing in spirit or physically, Adonai Sefakai Tiftach Ufi Yagi Teilatecha. Eternal God, open our lips, our mouths may declare your glory. Baruch ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל, אלוהי האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אלוהינו, גומר חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבניהם למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני מגן בעזרת שרה. And on Sukkot in Israel, it's customary to pray for the first rains, and that's what we do. And so we switch from, in the summer we say Morid Hatal, the dew, but now in kind of winter, fall, we say Mashiv Haruach Umorid Hagashem. You cause the wind to blow and the rain to fall, and we hope that there'll be rain. I know we're all over the place. Here in Las Vegas, there hasn't been rain in months, so we really do need, and in Israel as well, I believe they still need the rain. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם. ונאמן אתה לחיות כל חי, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי כל חי. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. And we ask for peace על ישראל, על כל יושבי תבל, on Israel and the whole world. הוא עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. הוא עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל יושבי תבל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו על כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו Amen. And so if we'd like to grab our Kiddush cups, ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. And on Sukkot we have a slightly different Kiddush. סברי חבריי, ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל עם ורוממנו מכל לשון, וקידשנו במצוותיו. ותיתן לנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה, שבתות למנוחה ומועדים לשמחה, חגים וזמנים לששון. את יום השבת הזה ואת יום חג הסוכות הזה, זמן שמחתנו באהבה מקראת קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת ומועדי קודשך באהבה וברצון, בשמחה ובששון. הנחלתנו, ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת וישראל והזמנים. אמן. לחיים. And if we would like to stand physically or, spiritually, this is the time. And we can unmute if we'd like for Aleinu. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שנתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו In the rising of the sun and in its going down, we remember them. In the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. In the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of winter, we remember them. In the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. As long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now part of us as we remember them. I know we have your side or two. If you want to mention names, this is the time.
John Haggard.
Leonard Laser.
Tom Betts. Ron McKernan.
And we now say the Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי והמליך מלכותי, בחייכון ובימי חול ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. May their memories be for a blessing. And so usually we end here with a little lechilach, but we have a little different journey to celebrate tonight. tonight we have with us Elizabeth and Barry, who have been with us from the beginning, really, when we started this whole thing. And I've had the pleasure of meeting Elizabeth and Barry 10 years ago to this, maybe even, I would say 11, because it took about a year. And then also officiating their wedding. And I remember we were living in New York City, and I got this call from this, I can say crazy British lady, but in a good way, who just didn't stop talking and so excited. And I can't believe that I found you. And I looked online, and then I heard this and I heard that. And, anyway, a year later, and we got to know each other, and there was a beautiful wedding in New Hampshire that we attended. And that I officiated. I had the honor of officiating, and I can't believe it's 10 years. If this wasn't COVID, we would have had a whole, renewal ceremony. But we'll save that for when everybody can get together physically. But we have to mark. It's actually tomorrow, October 3rd, is the actual date, and I thought that we should mark it a little bit. And there's a song that I composed that comes from the Sheva Brachot, the 7 blessings, that said, Od ishama beharei Yehuda, kol sason vechol simcha, and it will be heard all around the towns of Judah, the sound of happiness, the sound of joy, kol chatan vekol kala, the sound of brides and the sound of grooms. So this is going to be a little bit of a presentation. Now, bear in mind, it's 10 years ago. It's a couple of pictures. And 10 years ago, technology was a little different. And but it's still very nice. And so I really would like everybody to turn to, if they can, to speaker view, because it's going to be a little bit of a slideshow and a song that I composed, Odi Shama. Hold on one second. This is not the video, but this is. No, that's not. There it is. And so without further ado, happy 10th anniversary, Elizabeth and Barry. Hold on one second. The video, it wasn't sharing what I wanted to share. It was sharing the music, but not so hold on one second. Come on, Zoom. Work with us here. All right, hold on one more second. I'm going to find the video for us to share. And we'll begin it again. Okay. Help us out here, Zoom. Hold on one second. Here it is. Let's see. Let's hope this time it works. Okay.
בהרי יהודה כל ששון וכל שמחה כל חתן וכל כלה עוד ישמע בהרי יהודה ששון בכל שמחה כל חתן וכל כלה belong to me. Together we can get through anything, any adversity. I put my heart in yours. Together we will fly through the clouds to the depths of the sky. And I know that you're there, and I'm here, and we love each other endlessly without fear. Oh, Dishama, Behare Yehuda, Kol Sason vechol simcha, Kol Chatan vekol Kala, Hodi Shana, Be'arei Yehuda, Kol Sason vechol simcha, Kol Chatan vekol Kala. Hodi Shama, I need you, I love you, and from the bottom of my heart I always will. Whenever we're together, my heart sings a song, and my soul hums along. Shama Be'arei Yehuda, Kol Saton vechol simcha, Kol Chatan vekol Kala. Be'arei Yehuda, Kol Sason vechol simcha, Kol Chatan vekol Kala. Hodi Shama,
And if you'd like to unmute and let's say a big Mazal Tov to
Mazal Tov
and Elizabeth.
Mazal Tov.
Siman Tov,
Thank you
Mazal
so
Tov,
much.
Mazal Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazal Tov, Mazal Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazal Tov, Mazal Tov, Siman Tov. Yehelanu, 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 ולכל ישראל, יהלנו, יהלנו, ולכל ישראל. And Caroline doesn't get off the hook. We still have challah to do. So let's get our challahs.
If I can stop crying with emotion. So we're going to appeal to the child in us. We're going to make our halloh out of our hands. And Elizabeth and Barry, of course Nicholas is here for you and not for Uncle John, but I couldn't let you know because it was a secret.
Thank you so
It's
much.
a tasty loaf of challah, loaf of challah, And now we say the bracha.
Baruch Adonai,
Eloheinu
Eloheinu melech
haolam,
hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So this is Sukkot, and next Shabbat won't exactly be kind of, it'll be Simchat Torah, Shmini Atzeret. So that Friday night we'll celebrate that with a lot of joy. We'll figure somehow out, a way to do that, as we always do. And thank you so much for joining us for Sukkot. I want to wish you a Chag Sameach and joyous Chag Sukkot, and a Shabbat Shalom. And we'll see you. Have a great weekend and a great week. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.